There we go. Boom. Hey everybody, welcome to Empire's Comics Vault Google Hangout. You guys have seen us do this before. We are talking to a special guest who's going to be down on the 26th. We've got Marian who's doing her West Coast tour, here to talk to us, tell us about herself, and for us just to get to know her a little better. Thank you very much, Marian.
Hey, Ben.
So right now, where are you at? Because I know you've been all over the place. You were in Portland, you were in Seattle, you're coming down south, and you obviously are a big fan of Alaska, where you live right now.
That's right, yeah. Right now I'm in Portland. I just came from shows in Seattle and Portland, and next I'm on my way down to Arizona next week to get started on a West Coast, kind of the Southwest, Arizona, California. And then I go back to Austin again after that for some more recording, and then I finally get to go home to Juneau in Alaska and settle in for the winter and get my album finished up.
So you're getting all of this done so that you can literally just kind of hibernate up there.
Exactly.
So, well, how long are you going to be on the road right now? I mean, how long have you been on the road?
Oh, this trip is 2 months out. It's a long time. I'll be ready to go home soon. But to be honest, I keep thinking of all the places I get to go next. And I've been touring and playing music for 10 years now. And so I've played in all of these cities before. And so when I think about going back, I'm starting to think about the people I'm going to see, and especially the food I'm going to get a chance to eat, and getting excited about coming back to California, and thinking about people I get to hug and things I get to eat.
I like that, the food part of it. That's a huge part of my travel when I go places too.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
But 2 months really isn't much for you, because you hit all the states in 1 year.
And then a year or two ago, I did Portland to Portland. I went all the way across the country from west to east and back again, and it's a long touring haul for me, a lot of years. But this year, I'm mostly trying to focus on getting this recording done. Even so, it's slow going. And next year, I think when the record's out, is going to be another big tour year. It'll be my 10th anniversary year, so that's going to be good.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I mean, God, you've been to Europe too to do this.
Yeah, 3 times now, and hopefully again next year. It's been awesome.
That is really cool. So, well, then let's go back to the beginning for a second. What was it? You come from a musical family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was it that made you decide that this was something you wanted to spend your life doing?
I've studied classical music and jazz a lot growing up, and right about when I finished college and extensive musical studies, I decided there was no room for me as a musician in the world. That it was just too unprofitable to, I wasn't going to climb the pop star ladder or do American Idol or anything like that. And I was like, well, I guess I don't fit. But something changed, and the something was the internet. And I realized that the internet has room for a lot more weirdos and strange people and interesting voices, and it has more room for all of us. And so I realized I could fit. And so I started making the music that I liked, that was a little different than what everyone else liked. And I found my kind of little group of people, a lot of comic book nerds and film geeks and classical music and jazz nerds. And we all kind of formed a little group of people who just enjoyed this particular thing. And now I travel around the country playing little concerts and hanging out with these particular folks. And I love it. It's just wonderful to find exactly your tribe and not worry too much about what everyone else is doing. And I don't know, I love that there's space for unique voices in art and music now that the internet has made it easier for us to find each other.
It has made it extremely easy, especially since a lot of your music is really geek-centric.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We have a pretty strong bond among our kind, that when we find someone like you, somebody who sings about Firefly, for goodness sakes, was that actually pretty successful for you when you did that?
Oh, it was successful, not in that I made a bunch of money and got super famous. It was successful in that it helped me find the people that I got along with, And fandom and conventions was all totally new to me. I had never really done that before, and I didn't know what it would be like. And it turned out it was just a really kind of an amazing group of people, you know, growing and learning and excited about all the new art out there. And it's been a great community to grow with over time. So my second record, Got to Fly, was actually produced instead of by a record label. It was produced by a prop replica company that was doing Firefly and Serenity stuff. QMX, they do some really like gorgeous high-end spaceship replicas and things like that. And they produced my next record, and I was like, well, that sounds fun. And it turned out to be the best gateway into a community that I care about, which is awesome.
That's very, very cool. Because you've actually, I mean, on the very first album, you had the Yosaf Bridge song.
Oh yeah, yeah, as a secret track. That's right. I started recording kind of an album of just folk songs that mattered to me, and my first record is just very personal, little kind of set of ditties. But at the same time as I was recording that, I heard that there was a contest to write a song about Yosaf Bridge from Firefly, just on a blog of a guy who's now my friend. And I was like, that sounds fun. It was definitely just like a filk competition. I was like, sure, I'll do that. So I entered and I won. And then my song got played on some Firefly podcasts, which was the beginning of a long and illustrious career singing about things like sharks and Windows Tech phone support and Firefly and Battlestar Galactica and all that kind of fun stuff. So.
Well, you just finished, you've mentioned the album that you're going to be recording. I guess you're doing that in Houston.
Oh, Austin.
Uh-huh. That's the one that you had a successful Kickstarter on here recently, correct?
Yes, this is my second Kickstarter. And my first one was for a live album and my first Europe tour, and that was awesome. It went great. This one is for my new kind of studio project, the big kind of studio project with lots of drums and horns and cello and lots of backup vocalists and stuff. So I'm working on that. We just finished final vocals, and now I'm going out to mix it after this West Coast tour.
That's awesome. Now, when you get into the studio, how long will it take you to actually finish this album?
Oh I don't know. I have made 10 albums now, which is how I know never to promise when it will be done. Stuff always happens. But we started recording last June. We hit most of our important marks by this June. My laptop was stolen in the middle of that, and so that set me back a while. But we've all recovered now and finished. I think we've captured all the noises, but there's a lot that happens after that because we do the editing and the mixing and the album artwork and CD manufacturing and get all the Kickstarter fulfillment stuff ready and do the website and get a release plan and send out print blogs. So
how much did this do yourself?
100%. I mean,
that's impressive.
Well, with my fans though, like my fans are what make it possible for me to do 100% of this stuff, you know? So they've been with me all the way, and it's so fun to get around the country and see them.
That's awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you in Sacramento. If they don't want to wait, where can they find your stuff at, and where can they purchase your albums?
Oh, you can find my music all over the internet. I'm easy to preview on YouTube. And if you're hip enough to know about Bandcamp, Bandcamp is the coolest music website. That's where you can stream for free all of my stuff, or you can purchase it. And you can also find me on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon and Google Play and all the rest. But only about half the music is out there. The whole collection is at Bandcamp. If you're looking for the nerdy music, you might want to start with Got to Fly, or my latest little EP, Fun Singles in Your Area.
Okay, you guys got lots of options. Before I go though, I wanted to ask you about some of the stuff you use as instruments.
Yes.
You have some very unique things that you pull out, including a typewriter.
That's right.
And Zippy.
Yes, that's right. Zippy, my cat. Yes. The complete story of Zippy is, it can be found around the internet. If it's the story of the ashes of my dear departed family cat, and he has traveled with me lots of places. He has a Facebook page, I think.
Okay, we'll look it up for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here. Good luck with the tour. We will see you in Sacramento, and I can't wait to have you come by.
Thanks so much, Finn. I cannot wait to be back in Sacramento. Love it there.
All right. Well, thank you very much.